Okay, so here we go. Let's start by paying our fine to the police. You'll see we don't get another entry on our criminal record, you just get the crimes you've committed, not how many times you've committed them. Where's Brett? Brett, my friend, how are you? There we go, so you'll now see we've got just over 30k. Oh, someone else wanting a package to Ross 128. Lots of people wanting to go to Ross 128 by the look of it. So we might be going back there again. New and reconditioned ships, you'll see there's an adder for sale. That's the only one we can afford. Now before we sell the ship, we're going to remove the scanner, the autopilot and the atmospheric shielding and the laser, because they won't pay us any extra for those, so we may as well have the money back. As you'll see, it's not a great deal, but it's better than nothing. What drive you have in the ship does affect the price, so we're not going to remove that, because if we did, okay, we'd have some more money, but the price of the ship would go up. As you'll see, there's an Eagle Mark II there, which is what we're flying. Capacity of 22, Class 1 hyperdrive, yada yada yada. What we're getting is this, which is capacity of 40 tonnes, a Class 2 drive, which will get us further. So if I now click buy, now you see, to begin with we only have 1 tonne of extra space. That's because I'd gone to the trouble of fitting a military drive in our last ship. This one has a Class 2 hyperdrive in it. Just get to see, yeah, Class 2 military drive is a bit out of our price range at the moment. I'm just going to put a 1 megawatt pulse laser on it at the moment, but what it does mean is you'll see our max jump range has increased. So for example, we're in Seoul. I could now do Ross 154 in a single jump, or Formal Hut, or can we do Tau Ceti? We can do Tau Ceti. So what it means is by doing that, we've now increased the range that we can travel to, meaning there'll be more jobs on the bulletin board we might be able to take. As you can see, I've fitted a scanner, automatic pilot, atmospheric shielding. We could put a bigger gun on there, but again that would decrease our profit margin, and we don't generally go to dangerous places. If we do, I could always fit a gun especially for the mission. The other downside is we'll need a bit more fuel for our bigger engine. Right, looks like Ross 128 is the only interesting job. But it does also mean we'll be back to hydrogen fuel now, which is cheaper. And doesn't come with radioactives. It will now take 2 tonnes of fuel to get the drive to full capacity. You'll see it comes with a tonne of fuel in it. And this is our new ship. It does mean, okay, in terms of cargo space, it wasn't as big a upgrade as I would have liked, but long term, if I were to put a Class 2 military drive in it, we'd free up quite a bit of space. And also, it can take a bit more of a pounding, meaning if we do go anywhere dangerous and I shove a bigger laser on here, we've got a bigger chance of me not getting myself blown up, which is always good. Okay, so we've landed and our friend has picked up his parcel. Anybody wants some booze? We're carrying booze. Anybody need booze? Nobody wants booze. So, Federal Military. Barnard Star. We could probably do that in a single jump. Ooh, Sol. And they're paying more for the Sol job, so we might do Sol instead. Delivering some military grade components. So we'll pick up our hydrogen fuel. Actually, we'll fill up the tank while we're here. Pick up our fuel. Pick up our questionable wares. And off we go. So that makes a change. It's not often the military offer us jobs to the Sol system. Obviously, if we didn't have the Sol run, I would have gone for the Barnard Star option. Head back to Mars High. See if we can get caught out 3 times in a row on our dodgy wares. Just think about where we might go next. I wonder, can we quite get to Van Means yet? Ooh, we could even do that in one jump. As you'll see, that's another permit required job, but I've seen a couple of people wanting to go there, and obviously wherever possible it's a good idea to pick up the permits just because they don't expire. Oh, we got caught again. Oh well. C'est la vie. Whoa! And we've got a certificate of valour from the Federal Military. I don't know why delivering those particular goods was worthy of a certificate of thingy, but I will not argue with it. And we make a nice little profit on our dodgy goods. Ship for a group to Van Means. Now unfortunately a group means it will be quite a few people. 7, which would take 35 tons of space, which we don't have to spare. Which is a shame because I would rather like to get that permit now that we can get there. But unfortunately it is not meant to be. Ooh, another job to Ross 128. 2 jobs to Ross 128. Took us 6 days to get to here from there, so we should be able to do 8 days to get from here to there. So we will take both Ross 128 jobs. That first one that's due on the 25th of August, that's a little bit cutting it fine for my liking, but considering we've just done the jump in the time permitted, I'm going to risk it. So we'll pick up some more booze. And off we go again. Just get far enough away from Mars High that it will let us jump. Okay, so now we're in the system. We've got 4 days to get to Grant's Claim. That should be more than enough. Off we go. So while we immediately haven't had much extra success as a result of this ship, hopefully you can see the advantages of it, especially considering this was cheaper than a class 2 military drive would have been. We could have fit that to the Eagle and got a longer range, but again we would have had less space and it would have cost more than the ship upgrade has. There we go, we got the job here a day early. Hand weapons, unfortunately I'm not carrying any. Ship for a grouped van means, again, I don't have room for a whole group. Okay, so it didn't look like there was anything particularly interesting on that bulletin board that we can do. So what I'll do is I'll stock us up on illegal goods and head back to Seoul and see what I can find there. Since you've seen this run a couple of times now, I'm going to be adding this to our list of runs we skip. Don't want you getting bored of my smuggling route, but hopefully in this video we've shown you a new ship. In the last couple of videos we've shown you a good route, and we've shown you how we get permits and certificates, so we've had a good kind of run. I will begin recording again when we find something else interesting to do, but for now, bye bye.